Okay, guys, so hello. I'll wait for some of you to come in here and trickle in. For those of you who do not know, my name is Emily Rosasco. I'm a flexologist at the Stretch Lab in Glenview. We are a health and wellness company that focuses on recovery techniques like stretching. So if you're here today, this is upper body 101 with some foam rolling techniques and a light trigger point release. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. So good morning, guys. Thank you for joining. I just want to say today I will give obviously instructions and physical demos. If anything doesn't feel right within your body, then it's totally fine. I could give modifications if you would like, or you could just continue on with a different stretch. If you find something today that feels extra tight within your body, take the time to get those amounts out, get those muscles nice and loose. This is your practice, so whatever you guys really want to do. Other than that, you can follow my lead. So if some of you have been taking my classes, I've done a foam roller class and I've done a trigger point release class. So this is a combination of that, but just for the upper body. So if you have a foam roller of any type, and then you have a ball, either a trigger point spiky ball, or cross ball, tennis ball, I'll give you the time to kind of go and get it right now. Yes. Perfect. All right, everybody. So we're going to start with just some gentle stretches. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the foam roller, it's a great self-myofascial release. You can use it when you are sore, when you aren't sore. I like to do it when I wake up in the morning. It really kind of helps to wake my whole body up, get my muscles nice and loose. I normally try to work out like mid-afternoon, so getting a little bit of release in the morning is always important for me because I'm always really tight after I sleep. A lot of us have very poor sleep positioning, and so doing any type of myofascial release technique could be important. The trigger point ball, so your body has trigger points, and trigger points are basically caused by inflammation, muscle tightness, stress, a variety of things, and it's important to release them because they can help create greater mobility, so range of motion, and they can help increase your flexibility and also your performance. So the whole science behind the trigger point ball is that when you press on the trigger point, it basically stops the pain contraction relationship between the muscle, and it's going to give you less pain overall. So we're going to start with using the foam roll in a couple different ways. So we're going to start with using it for a stretch called a thoracic rotation stretch. So you are going to lie on your side. And then this top leg, so this is my right knee, is going to go on top of the foam roller like so. So my knee and my shin are straight, my foot is on. I'm going to put my hands together, and then I'm going to rotate up. And this is going to give me a really good stretch through my thoracic spine. Good, guys, we're going to hold it here. So all of these stretches we are going to hold for probably 30 seconds or so. I will definitely give you cues as to when to stop. If you start to feel cramping, feel free to gently come out of the pose, whatever that may be. Good, guys. And we'll bring it back over. So thoracic rotation stretches are a really great thing to do first thing in the morning. And if you're like me, you're a side sleeper. So your thoracic spine gets really, really tight when you sleep. And it's really important to kind of open that guy up and then make sure everything is nice and loose. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're gonna go one more time. So knee is gonna go on top of that foam roller. Leg's gonna be on. Hands are gonna be clasped together. And you're gonna open up that top arm, rotate out. Good. We'll hold it here. We'll take a couple deep breaths. As you breathe out, you'll be able to release a little bit more into the twist. Good. And then we'll bring it back across. We're gonna switch to the other side, guys. So I'm gonna lie on my right side. My left leg is gonna go on top of my foam roller. Hands are gonna go together. And then you're gonna rotate. Try to let that back arm drop as much as you can. Make sure you take some deep breaths here, really relax into the pose. Good. Beautiful, and you'll bring it back across. Guys, today try to notice any imbalances in your body, anywhere you feel particularly sore, and make sure you kind of make an intention and put a little more focus into those areas today. If your traps are really tight, when you get to the section on traps, feel free to spend a little more time there if you feel that is necessary for you. One more time with this rotation stretch, palms together, open up at the top, eyes follow your hand. And we're breathing here. Good, guys, keep holding it. We love it. Good, guys. Okay, we are going to come to a child's pose position. So for those of you who don't know, I'll give you a sign cue. Child's pose is toes together, heels apart, butt goes back towards your heels, and then you reach out long. You can either take this pose, which would be a modified version, or you can grab your foam roller. We're going to do a three-way child's pose. So we're just going to start in the center first. So normal child's pose position, toes together, heels apart, butt tips towards the heels. Hands are going to go on your foam roller. It's going to be right under your wrist. Palms are going to face together. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to try to roll, rock and roll, back and forth. And you can try to fit that butt towards the heel. You want to left forward, and then sit back if that feels good to you. We're going to hang here about 30 seconds. Again, good morning. We're going to really wake our bodies up this morning with this foam roll and trigger point mobility. Upper body 101. Good. You can rock forward, roll it back. You might feel a stretch in the backs of the shoulders. That's perfect. That's what we want. If you can let these elbows drop a little bit more, you'll feel a stretch in kind of your strap area. It can be a little intense for some people, so if you have to kind of come in and out of that position, that is totally okay. Good, guys. Keep it going. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay, guys, we are going to roll to the right side. So you're going to put your foam roller at an angle. So like so. And then right arm's going to go on, right on the forearm. Left arm's going to go on. And you're going to kind of, you want to push your left arm in more to feel like you're elongating this left side. Good, guys. If this doesn't feel good, you can move the foam roller out of the way and just walk those hands over on the floor. Try to feel a little bit more extension through the side body on the left side. You'll just stretch the lat. Whatever feels best to you, feel free to use the foam roller if you would like. It's absolutely not necessary. And guys, you can kind of rock and roll on those forearms a little bit if you like. Slowly roll back up. We're gonna do a couple neck circles here. Just roll the neck around. And switch directions. We'll do some shoulder blade pinches. So you're just gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together like there's a pencil right in between those blades. Pinch the pencil. And release it. Squeeze. Release. Pinch. Release. Pinch. Release. Good. All right, we're gonna move the foam roller on an angle to the left side. Right arm is gonna go, try to reach longer this side, try to get into this right side body. Toes together, heels apart. And we sit back in the child's pose. Feel free to rock back and forth if you like that. You can just hold it here. The deeper you breathe, so I want you to breathe, inhale on a count of 3, exhale out through your mouth on a count of 3. The exhale is where you should be feeling the majority of the stretch. It's really going to allow you to release into that pose. We'll release into this pose. So deep breath in and release. Let your body sink into that foam roller. If you're not using it, that is absolutely okay. Then you're just in this position where the right arm is walked over towards the left side. Beautiful. Okay, everybody, you're going to come to a seated position. So for those of you, this position is going to be called 90-90. If you cannot get into 90-90, then I'm going to ask that you just sit crisscross applesauce. So 90-90, right leg is going to go in front. My knee is down and I'm parallel. So my foot is pointed towards my camera. My back leg is bent like so. We're going to go into a mermaid pose. For those of you that might be familiar with yoga or have taken my class before, I like to start with a lot of side bending. I believe we carry a lot of tension through our sides. So you're going to take your hand on your foam roller, and what you're going to do is you're going to roll it out. And this top arm is going to go overhead, and you're going to dive down and turn. So I'll demo that again. So you're going to roll out. This is going to go up and over, and you're going to turn so you're facing the ground. And then we're going to come back up, and you're just going to roll and arc over. If using the hand on the foam roller is too much pressure, feel free to use your forearm. So elbow is bent. Then we arc over. And again, you can turn. Bringing your side body in your QL. Good. Bring it back up. Take both hands to the opposite knee, and you're just gonna turn and look towards the back room behind you. If this isn't deep enough, you can put the hands on the ground and really sit into the twist. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we'll switch sides. Left foot is going to come to 90-90. Right leg is bent back. So I will demo this without a foam roller because someone here doesn't have one. Arm's going to go up. It's going to go down. And this arm's going to arc up and over. And then you're going to turn and face the floor. And you have the foam roller and you want to use that, then it's totally okay. Good, guys. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move into some T-spine mobilizations. So the foam roll is going to go long ways across your mat or the ground. And then what you are going to do, it's going to go right at the base of your shoulder blades. So your knees are going to be bent up like so. Hands are going to interlace behind the head. And then all you're going to do here is you're just going to breathe in. And on your exhale, you're going to bend over. If you feel some cramps and pops here, that is a-okay. That is just the foam roller mobilizing your thoracic spine. It might feel good to some of you. You feel free to adjust your position if you need to, higher or lower, depends on your preference. Good. Good, guys. Keep rolling over. Perfect, guys. A few more here. Awesome. Okay, everybody. You can keep this where this is. You're going to lift your hips up, and all we're going to do is kind of roll up and down this side. You can go as far up as your traps. Don't get too far in the base of the neck. That is uncomfortable. Good, good. Just a few more seconds here in this roll. Good, and gently set those hips down and sit up nice and easy. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now, foam roll is going to go long ways or lengthwise down your mat. And you are gonna lie on it. So your butt, torso, head, neck, and shoulders are gonna be on the foam roller. All right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some pec and neck stretches. So
You're gonna put your arms up overhead, palms are gonna face each other. They're gonna drop down, thumbs are gonna point down. And we're just gonna breathe through this here. You're gonna go in through your nose and out through your mouth. When you breathe out, you exhale. You should try to feel more of the stretch there. So try to point those thumbs towards the ground. I am extra tight today, guys. You start to get some tingling. Feel free to bring the arms back, roll the wrists around, and then get right back into that pose when you're comfortable. Good. Yes, guys. Beautiful. Okay. Same position here on the foam roller, except different position with arms. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to go field goal post arms, which are elbows bent, palms are going to face the ceiling. And you're just going to hold this. Gravity, let gravity take those elbows out to the opposite sides. Good pec stretch here, guys. Again, you start to get some tingling and those nerves come out of it. And then right back in. Woo! Upper pecs. Beautiful. All right, let those arms drop to the floor. Just kind of rest into the foam roller here. Try to let it get into your scapula a little bit. Let it get a little deeper. Breathe into it. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. You feel your shoulder blades release a little bit. You can feel free to kind of rock side to side here. It'll get into your shoulder blade. Some of you, this might feel like a really good massage. If it doesn't feel great, focus on the breath and feeling the openness of the shoulder blades on the exhale. Good, guys. Perfect. All right, we're going to go one more round with this. So again, hands go up to the ceiling, palms face each other, up and overhead, thumbs point down. Inhale and exhale. Good, guys. Couple more seconds here. And then nice and gentle up and over, go to the field goal position, so elbows bent, palms face the ceiling. And let those elbows, let gravity take them. They drop down to the floor. We're trying to release, mine are nowhere near the floor, so that's okay. Good, guys, keep it going here. Beautiful. I hope everyone has had a great week so far. We are at Hump Day, halfway through, in a shortened week because Memorial Day on Monday. It seems like the weather in the Midwest is going to turn from what I can see. Good. Perfect. All right, guys. Rest those arms on the ground. Palms can face the ground. We'll do a couple more deep breaths here. Just try to really relax your scapula. Relax into the foam roller. Awesome, guys. Okay, you're gonna gently roll off to the side. Oh, that felt amazing. Okay, we're gonna roll into just a couple shoulder things here, guys. And then we're gonna move into our trigger point section. And so what you're gonna notice is you will notice we will do the same muscle groups on the foam roller as we will on the trigger point. The trigger points you get a little more fine tuned. If you don't like the trigger point, so if you don't have a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball or a spiky ball, feel free to keep using the foam roller for all of these. I will demo on the foam roller as I will with the spiky ball. But right now, these last couple things are going to be on the foam roller. So it's going to be across your mat. And so you're going to lie on it. We're going to massage kind of that shoulder cup, get into the front of that bicep a little bit. So you're just going to gently rock up and down here. If it's tender, feel free to stop in that spot. You can do slower rolls. You don't have to roll if you don't want to. Some of the muscles we're going to do the lats next, and that can be very uncomfortable for you all. So listen to your body. If you don't want to roll, if you're getting enough release and just putting pressure, this is myofascial release technique. That's okay. Make sure you listen to your body. It knows best. And trust me, it will rebel on you if you do not listen. Good. You can kind of rock bigger, smaller, hold, getting right into that shoulder butt, so the top of that shoulder. You can kind of open back and forth. That'll get into those muscles. I know a lot of people have been working from home and seated. These muscles get pretty fatigued and tight from seated, especially if you're in a typing position that entire time. All right, guys, gently push yourselves out. Do a couple shoulder rolls on that side. Move off. We will switch to the other side. So just swing around. And you're going to lie on that foam roller. Good, everybody. Woo! So then you can roll side to side, up and down, just hold whatever feels best for you. All right. Good. Okay, guys, so we're going to stay on this side. We're going to do the lats. So arm is going to go up and overhead. The foam roller is going to go right here. So it's about 4 fingers from your armpit, 4 fingers below your armpit. So right where you feel the back of your shoulder blade hits, you'll feel a squishy piece of tissue. That's where I want you to put it. So your arm is going to go over the foam roller like this. And you're going to lie on the foam roller. You can move here if you really want to. I'm going to put my hand behind my head. I'm just going to lie over this foam roller and breathe into it. And let it release this lat for me. Again, if anything is uncomfortable for you, it doesn't feel right in your body, feel free to take a rest pose. So child's pose, which we did earlier. Toes
together, heels apart, set the butt back towards the heels. You can do that rotation stretch we did in the beginning. Knee is bent, arms open up like a book. You look towards that top hand that is dropping. Whatever feels best for you. Deep breath in here, guys. Nice. All right, nice and easy. We'll switch that side. So again, it's gonna go about 4 fingers below that armpit. Arm's gonna go out over. I'm gonna bend my elbow so I can kind of get more of an arc over this. And I'm just gonna gently go side to side here on this side. Good, guys. Deep breath in and release. Good. Okay, nice and easy. Come back up. Guys, if you have a spiky ball, so trigger point ball, lacrosse ball, or tennis ball, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to go grab that now. And again, most of these things can be done on the foam roller or the trigger point ball. It's whatever you like. And I will show you how to do it on both. So guys, when you are ready, we're going to get started again here. I'm going to put my hair in a bun so I don't roll over. Cool. Okay, so we're going to work on those traps. I'm going to use my ball. So I'll demo with the ball, and then I will demo with the foam roller. So you're going to be lying on your back. So for those of you who don't know, your traps are these muscles right here. So you're going to put the ball right here. So it's almost the top of your shoulder blade. You're going to put it right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to lie down on that. So I'm going to put it on the ground. And I'm just going to lie here. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this pressure point ball do its thing. It's going to sink. And it's going to really release off. You move it towards the shoulder, so to the left if you're doing it on your left side, right if you're doing it on your right side. It's really great. You can kind of try to shrug up and down if you want to. I'm personally just going to hold it here. If you don't have a trigger point ball and you have a foam roller, you're going to put that foam roller on an angle, like across your body. And you're going to lie on your side just slightly. And you're going to pull this towards your trap and you're just going to lie into it. But I'm going to use my trigger point ball. Good. Perfect. You can bend the knees. That might allow you to press your back flatter into the mat, which is ultimately going to give you a better pressure point. You shrug up and down. You can kind of roll those shoulders out to the side. Give yourself a little activation. Self-massage. Again, foam roller and trigger point, both types of myofascial release. Both really good to do. If you're sore, if you're not sore, right when you wake up,
or if you've got any type of pain or range of motion issues. Okay, guys, we're gonna take this ball out. And we are gonna move it to the opposite side, so I'm gonna put it on my right side now. I'm just gonna hang here. Breath work is super important with trigger point work. When you exhale, it's really gonna allow you to sink deeper, which is ultimately gonna create a better release of those trigger points. So less pain. Here, guys. You can always readjust your pressure or your positioning. Perfect. All right, everybody, we're gonna do your scapula and middle back now. So if you have a foam roller, you're gonna put it up and you're just gonna kind of lie on it and roll back and forth. If you want to use your trigger point ball, which I'm going to use, I'm gonna place it right here. So on my left side, kind of on my scapula, a little bit towards the center of my back. And I'm gonna try to relax down over it. And I'm just gonna lay here. You guys, I have to practice what I preach. I don't do enough trigger point work. It's really tight. Breathe into it if it feels uncomfortable. Adjust it if you need to. Here, guys. Okay, you can roll it to the other side. Wow. Bend your knees if that's more comfortable, straight, whatever is up to you. Here, guys, breathe into it here. Good. Awesome, guys. Okay, you can sit on up and take that ball with you. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna lie on your side. We're gonna do that shoulder tuck again. So you have the foam roller, you're gonna lie on your side. Foam roller is gonna go lengthwise across your mat. You already did this, but you can do it again. I'm gonna use this trigger point ball. I'm gonna put it right under my shoulder, right here. And I'm just gonna kind of relax into it here. Let it do its thing. Woohoo! And then you can kind of come up, give yourself a rest. And then we'll do one more, and then we'll switch sides. Do whatever you have to do to let yourself relax. There, guys. Okay, we'll switch to the other side.
One side is tighter than the other, that's totally normal. Your dominant hand is normally gonna be the tighter arm. Good, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna put this in the tricep. So the tricep is the back of the shoulder blade here. So you're gonna lie down and you're gonna put it under your tricep. So you can have your arm straight, you can have your arm bent, whatever feels good for you. If you have a foam roller, you're just gonna do the same position. Foam roller is gonna go right underneath that tricep. So look like this. And you would roll it back and forth with the foam roller. I'm just gonna hold it still with my arm long for my tricep here. Good, guys. Deep breath in and release. Good, guys. You can feel free to bend your elbow, move it around in circles. Good, and you're gonna switch sides. Good, guys. Okay, we're gonna do the bicep now. So if you want to use the foam roller, a bicep stretch is going to be on your stomach. And palm's gonna be on the foam roller. And you're just gonna let your arm drop down towards the floor. If you are going to use a ball, you're gonna put it in your bicep, which is right here. And your arm, your elbow's gonna be bent, your palm can be flat on the floor. I'm gonna use my foam roller because I get a good stretch in my bicep when I do this here. Just kind of release, lets it breathe into that bicep. Good, guys. All right, and then you're gonna switch to the other side. I'm gonna use the trigger point ball on my right bicep. Your arm can be bent, your arm can be back like this with the palm facing the ceiling. Whatever feels best for you. Just make sure you're getting into that bicep. So you can turn your palm towards the ground.
Right, guys, okay. We're gonna do your pecs now, so I want you to place the ball or the foam roller right here, so it's about a hand below your collarbone. And you're gonna go into kind of the tighter area. If you're using a foam roller, you're gonna put it at the top of your mat and you're just gonna lie on the edge of it. So you're gonna connect that bottom of the foam roller with that top of the chest, that pec, and you're just gonna lie here. If you are using a trigger point ball, you're gonna put it in the same place. What I want you guys to do, if you're using a trigger point ball, you're gonna put both arms overhead. Great, this is eye position. Good, guys, now you're gonna keep that ball in the same position. You're gonna go out, palm is gonna go on the ground out to the side. So this is T position. Good, guys, all right, we're gonna switch sides. So under that right pec, arms are gonna go straight. Palms are gonna face each other. Good, guys, okay. And then you're gonna take your arm out to that T position. Good, guys, okay, you're gonna come to a seated position here. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. So these are kind of things that you can take into your own practice. Again, foam roller and trigger point release, great myofascial release techniques. If you're feeling sore, stiff, like you have limited range of motion, put a couple of these techniques into practice, you know, in your own home. I promise you, you're gonna get some good release from them. So thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. Again, my name is Emily. I'm a Stretch Lab in Glenview. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you guys drink tons of water today. Mobility can make you a little bit dehydrated. So I just want to thank everyone for coming again.